Hey guys, welcome to our official channel. I'm going to introduce myself. My name's Alicia. I am Rudnik's owner slash mom, and this is Rudnik, 5-year-old American quarter horse, blue roan. And I actually adopted Rudnik when he was 11 months old from a rescue. Hi. Have you ever wondered why some horses are blanketed and others, like Rudnik, have never worn a blanket? So there's actually a few reasons for this, and I'm gonna let you know what they are. So because Rudnik is young, he's healthy, he's at a proper body weight, he's able to grow the coat that he needs to stay warm in the winter. If he were sick or injured and needed his energy for recovering, then we would probably blanket him just so that he wouldn't have to use up his energy to stay warm and he could use it to recover instead. What are you doing? So that's why a lot of the times you'll see older horses, sick horses, they're usually the ones that are wearing the blanket because it's giving their body a chance to work on recovery or just kind of maintaining themselves without having to use up all of their energy just to stay warm, right? But Rudnik's young, he's healthy, so he's able to grow his own very, very large, fluffy winter coat. And because it's been so mild this year, there's really been no reason to blanket him, even if he wasn't fully mammouthed up. So blanketing a horse like Rudnik, who's able to grow the fur that he needs, he's able to regulate his body temperature enough so that he stays warm when it gets cold. If I were to throw a blanket on him, what would happen is, first off, it would cause his natural fur to stunt. Basically, his fur wouldn't grow the way it needs to be able to keep him warm on its own. Secondly, what would happen, because it's been so mild, and even just in general, because horses do regulate so much body heat, if I put a blanket on him, he would most likely sweat quite a bit underneath that blanket, and then he would just end up freezing in his own sweat. So horses are weird because in the middle of the winter, they will all be standing out in the middle of the blizzard rather than inside of their barn, because once you get all those horses in the barn together, it's actually warm and they don't like to be too warm. So more likely than not, they'll be standing out in the middle of the field in the winter when they could be standing inside a nice warm shelter. What are you doing? Another fun fact, if you ever drive past a field of horses and you see horses standing out in the field and you see snow all over their back and it's just sitting on their back, it's sitting there, you're feeling sorry for the horse. I know because I do too. That is a good sign though. When you see the snow just sitting on the back of the horse, that means their body is able to retain their body heat. It's able to keep them warm, and that snow is literally just sitting there. Their fur is acting like a barrier, and that snow is sitting on their back, not melting. If that snow was melting and they were wet, then you would be concerned because it means that their body is not retaining that heat. So unless that was becoming something that I saw or Rudnik got sick or anything like that, there would really be no need to blanket him because he's young, he's healthy, and he's definitely got enough weight on him to keep him warm.